If we get enough subscribers, we should just start going into like sports conspiracy theories and start with like BJ Penn and how his whole family's a bunch of reptilians.
Yeah. All right. We're here.
BJ Penn, if you're watching this, I hope you get a gun. I fully support the Second Amendment. You have the right to protect yourself.
I was about to
kill your family. It's not you. It's not your family. That's the intro.
Welcome to the Stand Your Base channel. All right, ready?
That's perfect. What are you talking about?
Well, welcome to the Stand Your Base channel. BJ Penn, you heard what the man said. This is our channel. We're gonna talk about UFC. We're gonna do whatever we want. We're not gonna do what other people tell us to do. It's just me and my boy LT talking about UFC because that's what we love. I'm Lucas Drake.
It's us.
I'm Lucas Drake. I already said your name, but my fault.
I'm Liam. That's my name, man.
Hell yeah.
You know, I started watching UFC since like 2009 when I was a little lad, watching I believe it was GSP and John Hughes.
Damn.
Or no, Matt Serra, big upset. It was UFC 69, my first UFC show.
The fact that you remember that is crazy too. Actually, that's a memorable fight though.
I bought the DVD from Blockbuster. If you guys remember Blockbuster, I don't know the age of our people watching this, but yeah, those were the days, man.
It's got to be people our age, right? They got to know what Blockbuster is. I feel like even some people our age don't even know what Blockbuster is either.
Hey, yeah, if you're younger than the Nintendo DS, shut the fuck up, respectfully.
Yeah. No, but LT's been watching UFC way longer than I have. I've probably been watching since like 2021. My first fight was wasn't it Gaethje and No, it wasn't. That was a good fight, though.
Poirier
and Gaethje for the BMF. But that Max Holloway and Gaethje one was a crazy one too that we watched together at B-Dubs. Shout out B-Dubs. Shout out B-Dubs.
Hey, yeah, if you weren't watching the UFC pay-per-views pre-Paramount at B-Dubs, you're fucking goofy.
Bro, not paying for that pay-per-view and paying like what, $30 for some wings, bro?
Get some chicken wings and some brewskis.
Some teriyaki wings and brewskis. Low-key, their brewskis are a little bit expensive though, but it's all good. It's all good.
Hey, you can't go anywhere without paying $9 for beer nowadays, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well,
anyways,
they know when you started watching UFC, but who is your favorite fighter?
Gotta say, John Bones Jones, as much as everyone that probably hates that. Close second, GSP. GSP got me into.
Isn't that crazy to say that your favorite fighter is John Jones and a lot of people won't like that?
Dude, well, yeah, he's a steroid abusing, woman abusing, maybe gay. They say he's gay, but I don't think he is. He might be homosexual.
Definitely is.
But he's the GOAT. You know, he'll kill anybody who ever fought, ever. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen Dana White talk about John Jones, but he's literally said, out of any human being who ever lived, John Jones would kill anybody with his bare hands. So.
You can say the same thing about Brock Lesnar, dude. Look at Brock Lesnar.
You can't, dude, though. Yes. No, you can't, though. Cain Velasquez sent that boy to the fucking shadow realm. And Cain Velasquez killed a man with a fucking gun. He actually killed somebody. Let's not
push
forget
me
that.
Now, get slept later. Whatever DC said.
That would have been, DC and Jones would have, DC and Lesnar would have been absolutely insane if that fight happened.
Yeah. Well, you said GSP
but
was
anyways,
a close second, though?
Close second, GSP. Who's your favorite fighter, Lucas?
Right now, currently, my favorite fighter is Tom Aspinall. I'm not gonna lie, and because he's just a great guy, and he's a great fighter too. Every time I talk about him, like you always have to talk about how great he fights, and I always bring up his average and time in it. Even though you want to talk about the last fight where he got his eye poked and it went past the first round. And
what can I say, man? If you want to fight John Jones, you got to show me something.
You got to get ready for those eye pokes. The only thing he showed was that he's going to get eye poked, and that's Jones's signature.
He was getting pieced a little bit, Drake. Let's not act like he wasn't. Ciryl Gane was kind of piecing him up.
It was the first round. There was 5 rounds. There's 5 rounds.
I agree. I'm not gonna troll you yet. We're too early in our history of the YouTube channel for me to go full rage bait. So we're gonna wait on that.
Too early. Already talking about John Jones. Talking about too early.
Yeah, not even part of the video. We always have to bring him up, though. You know, he's the GOAT.
Yeah. You want to get into this next?
But anyways, let's get on to our first topic, the lightweight situation in the UFC. No one knows what's going on. All we do know is we got Justin Gaethje taking on an undeserving Paddy Pimblett for the interim title. Now let's hear what Lucas has to say about
Gaethje's even more undeserving, if I'm not gonna lie. Gaethje's even more. Who do you fight? Fiziev?
Here's one thing. I kind of agree with that, right? But how long has Gaethje been vouching for a title
he's
fight?
done. He's on his way out, though. He's only vouching, asking for it because he's on his way out.
He threatened retirement if he didn't get a title fight. And that's, I don't know, I kind of respect that.
Well, I technically did interim, yeah.
We were talking about this before. There's a lot of gatekeepers in the UFC, you know? Not the greatest fighters, but they're the fighters that the prospects will go against to fight to see if they're legit. We got Justin Gaethje, of course, the first person I think of, but even like fighters like Michael Chandler, you'll always see. There's a few. But I think he does deserve a title fight after just all the shit he's done in his career. Absolutely incredible fighter. Get him one title shot. But doesn't deserve to be against Paddy Pimblett.
But then you're going to give him a title shot, and then he's going to be done. After, if you're going to give somebody a prospect like Paddy Pimblett, who's probably going to get that title shot, I think he's going to win that fight. What if Paddy loses? I'm just saying it now. But yeah, but that's the what if, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big what if.
You're absolutely right. Yes.
He's going to, I'm telling you, bro, that whole entire crowd in Vegas is going to be chanting for Paddy Pimblett. Nobody's going to care about Gaethje. If Gaethje wins, I'm not saying I hate Gaethje, bro. He's a great fighter, bro. But better for UFC, Paddy Pimblett should win that, and I think he is going to win that. You know what I'm saying?
I'll save it for the predictions before we get into the technicals. It's going to be a great fight. I'm not going to say right now who I think is going to win. I do like Gaethje more as a fighter.
Well, you know who's going to win. You don't have to get into the technicals.
I don't know who's going to win.
Dude, come on.
I don't know who's going to win.
Yeah, whatever.
That's another problem with these MMA. Hey, they'll tell you they know who's going to win, and then they look stupid on fight night. I'll never tell you I know who's going to win. That's something we won't do here.
Well, it's coming from a guy, right? Paddy Pimblett, 7-0 in the UFC. I don't know what Gaethje's record is, but he's been in the UFC for a minute, right?
Paddy was also incredible in Cage Warriors. Yes. Absolutely incredible amateur career.
Exactly. He was going crazy. I've actually seen some of those fights too. Those crowds were going crazy for him. He was a huge guy back then.
Oh my god, dude. He had the UK turning up more than UFC fights were at the time. It was insane.
Yeah. Probably even more for him than Aspinall, low key. When Aspinall fought at Wembley. But
in their amateur days.
I said it before.
Pimblett was on top of it.
I wanted to bring it up. I think I cut you off, but I think Paddy Pimblett reminds me kind of like of a mixture between Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz. And you were saying personality. I think fight style wise too, you can say the same thing. I think we haven't seen enough of, I don't know what we have, but we haven't seen like Paddy's peak.
We haven't.
Paddy's peak
we haven't seen enough
stand-up
of Paddy.
performance. Yes, we've seen a good amount to know if he's a good fighter or not. But I feel like we still
he's
haven't
no longer
seen,
a prospect.
We still haven't seen his top peak stand and bang yet, though. I don't think like we haven't seen his like what he looks like on his feet. Like we've only been seeing a lot of him on the ground, like what we did to Bobby Green. Broke his arm, literally broke his arm, submitting him. And
he's absolutely
Tony Ferguson. Killed. He was playing with Tony Ferguson like a little toy. He made Tony Ferguson leave.
He did. Yeah, he absolutely did. And that's why I'm not going to argue intensely over the fact whether he deserves it or not. He's got the people behind him. He's got a whole country behind him, really. And, good for him, obviously.
Then why are people, like, not happy about this fight, then?
Because people really love the ranking system, I think. I think this has to do with the idea of the ranking system. People look at it like it's the Bible. You can't jump over... the 3 can't challenge for the belt or people will get very mad. I say fuck that. I say if the people like you and you're a good fighter, why not? Especially if it's an interim belt. If you don't have Ilya Taporia defending his belt or doing anything. I don't know if he dropped it yet or whatever they're doing. But
I don't know the deeds.
Yeah, let him fight, man. Let him get an interim belt. Why not?
Yeah.
On paper he doesn't deserve it though, but I'll let it slide. It's cool with me.
Kind of want to talk more about Ilya though. What's going on with him, dude? Was he beating his wife? What's going on? Is he taking some things from John Jones? Did he call John Jones?
He might be going to John Jones University.
Like, what do I got to do? Do I got to take her to the hotel first and my kids? Or like, do I just take her in by myself?
I really hope he didn't do it. I'm not trying. I'm not gonna get all. We're not gonna get all
It's
crazy
funny.
here with what we have to say.
It's funny too because did you see that clip of the Nelk boys? Like, wow, you
Yeah.
really bagged one from Miami, huh?
You never, dude. Hey, apparently you can never trust a chick from Miami. This is. I've never experienced this personally, but apparently that's true. I mean, we just saw it. It's a dangerous game out there. So, any of our viewers down in Miami, just watch out, man. Especially if you're a UFC fighter, just watch out.
He came out with like a long paragraph basically saying he just needed to step down because of some legal matters, something like that. Everyone kind of already knew like what was going on, like it was stuff with his family. Just people don't want to speculate anything yet, and that's like probably the number one thing that UFC fighters do. It's like the UFC package, bro. It's what's gonna come into your contract. It's either gambling on yourself or beating your wife.
Especially if you're a top-ranked fighter like Ilya Topuria, it seems like there's always going to be somebody to accuse you of something.
Yeah, or someone comes up to you and gives you money for you to lose. That's crazy.
We'll see if he's innocent or not, man. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see a lot of accusations in the UFC, a lot innocent, a lot guilty.
And if he's not, so I'm sure he's still going to have a career in the UFC. So.
Oh, I think this sounds messed up, but even if he does, I think he'll still have a career. I mean, we saw McGregor fight with those allegations going on still.
Yeah, and he's going to the White House. He's going to the White House.
Is the White House even happening still? I heard. Dude, I think Shama kind of shut it down.
Really? Well, is it because he's not fighting Jones?
Here's another thing. If we don't got Shama versus Jones in the main event in the White House, what are we doing?
We can talk about that more later because I know we had that as something that we wanted to talk about later.
That's another video.
But
it could be this video. We'll see.
Well, I think wasn't Trump saying something about like 7 title fights? He was definitely lying about that, but like
that boy
is gonna be crazy.
That boy got no idea what he's talking about. He's way too old, and he's got. Sorry, Sean Strickland, if I offend you, but he's got no idea what he's talking about. So we should not trust him for the UFC info.
No, we shouldn't actually. But if Ilya's not going to be the title fight, then or not if he's not going to have the belt, then we can think of other fights that can happen in this lightweight contest. Like for example, Arman. Yeah, that's another person that we want to talk about because people think he should have gotten that title fight instead of Paddy Pimblett. It should have been him and Gaethje. I think that's what
he's too busy fighting MMA Guru on Aiden Ross's live stream, though. I don't know. I don't like the PR that he's been giving himself recently.
And also, he's been gone. Like, was there any specific reason why he was gone for 2 years? Like they were saying it was his back, but like
he did have a back injury, yes.
But he missed weight though. He was supposed to fight Islam, missed weight, called it a back injury, and then just didn't fight for a year and a half, and then decides to fight.
I think Dana might be pissed off at him, honestly. That's why he hasn't been getting his fights. I don't know if Dana wants to give him a big time fight. Arman might have just been declining all these smaller time fights that Dana's been offering him due to the lack of trust. Mm-hmm. But we'll see about that. I mean, they don't even have an opponent. Do they have an opponent for him? He's fighting somebody, correct?
Holloway is already fighting Charles Oliveira. I mean, it's just a waiting game at this point when he's already been doing 2 years of waiting, which is kind of dumb.
It's ridiculous, honestly.
If Ilya didn't have those issues, it would have been him then, low key. It would have been Arman and Ilya fighting. Or actually, it would have been Ilya and Islam.
Which is an extremely interesting fight that I think is one of our talking points in this video. Who wins that fight? Let's talk about that. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. You got the pure wrestler with some striking, obviously, with respect to Islam,
feel like
against the best striker in the UFC.
I mean, when you look at that fight, you're obviously going to say Islam because he's got the whole package, man.
Yes. I would pick Islam if they were both going against each other. If I had to put money on one of them, that money's going on Islam.
He's got everything. He's got striking. He's got the takedown. I mean, he's got everything you want in a UFC fighter, bro. And it's kind of sucks I'm glazing him because I hate glazing on people that just be winning all the time. I just love hating on people that be winning all the time. But Islam, there's just nothing you can say bad about him.
Especially after that fight against JDM. I mean, obviously, you got idiots like Guru. And I said idiot I will challenge you to a sparring session, MMA Guru. If you are watching this, I will fight you. We're not wheelchair ridden. We can stand up. We can talk, you know? So we're right here. We're waiting for that call back. But where was I? I got caught up there.
Talking about
But
Islam and Ilya.
when you saw that fight against JDM, it's not just hugging. That's technical. That is grappling. That is incredible wrestling. So if you thought that fight was boring, respectfully, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. That was textbook grappling, textbook wrestling on display. And JDM couldn't do a single thing about it. And that's why Islam won. Could Ilya somehow stand up? Or could he out-grapple Islam in a fight? No possible way, in my opinion. There's no way. So it's all going to come down to, for Ilya, if he can catch him like how he caught Charles Oliveira. But even that, Charles Oliveira wanted to stand up with Ilya. Islam's a lot smarter of a fighter. I think
look
he'll
where that got him.
Immediately shoot takedown. He won't.
I don't know why Charles did that, by the way. That was so dumb. That was retarded.
Extremely, yeah, that was retarded. We're saying the R slur.
Charles Oliveira was retarded for that. I don't know why he wanted to do the stand and bang. Like, dude, just do your thing. You're known for submitting. Like, your edit, Charles Oliveira. The Bronx. Dude, that's literally him submitting Gaethje, bro. That's his thing.
Yeah, put him in a rear naked choke, man, or put him in a guillotine, man.
Every time you see a rear naked choke, you just
do.
think the first thing you think of is Charles Du Bronx, bro.
Right into that edit every time.
Yeah. So I don't know what he was
One of the
thinking.
great edits.
I remember watching that fight too, and actually everyone, it was even like me, like it was just all those edits I was seeing that was making me believe. I was like, holy, I think Charles Oliveira can do this. Because so many people were saying they're on his
Such
side.
an inspirational fighter. Maybe one of the, if you want to look up to a fighter, he's probably top 3 of just like inspirational, great stories coming from nowhere. We absolutely love Charles Oliveira here. We'll never talk shit about him.
Nope.
He's a favorite
Brazilian, man. I'm Brazilian too, bro. He's a native. That's what I'm saying. He's like my brother, low key. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother.
Yeah, you look like him.
All right, let's talk about what we talked about. Ilya, Islam, talked about Arman. Let's get into this next segment, right? So there's kind of been a little bit of a problem going on around with some fighters. It's actually not a trending problem, but it's something that we've wanted to talk about. How long should a fighter get some rest after a fight? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it also, this depends on the fighter, obviously.
Because then we're talking about, we were just talking about Arman. 2 years for a break.
Well, we saw 2 years without fighting. Obviously, he put that on injuries. We don't know the specifics of that, so we're not going to dispute it, obviously. Like we said, we're not MMA Guru. We're not going to attack these fighters. We're going to just as a fan standpoint, we know where we are. So that's what we're going to do. But anyways, you see a fighter, like if they want to compete, if they want a belt, maybe 4 fights a year. So you see 4 fights from these guys usually, barring injury, of course. But I don't know if a fighter's injured. Here's a better argument. If a fighter's injured with the belt, how long could they stay hurt without dropping the belt?
Probably a year.
You think yeah, I agree. Is there an actual rule for that?
I don't think so.
I think Dana kind of just picks and chooses.
Yeah,
I think Dana picks
especially
when he wants.
since that shit with John Jones happened where he had the belt for like so long. I think it's kind of like switched up around then. But I feel like a year is a good time. Like, what's a good example? Nobody has anybody gotten like crazy injured like during a championship fight recently?
In recent times, no.
Not that I can think of. But Pantoja just broke his arm during a championship fight. I'm already seeing clips of him training,
Yeah, he's already back.
That dude's dedicated, bro. If you want to talk about coming back from like that, I don't know. Do you know the specifics of that injury or no? Like, did he break anything or tear anything?
I think he just broke his arm, but I didn't see any specifics after the fight. I think he just broke his arm.
Even that fight wasn't even that long ago either. And then already seeing him training, like, there's some fighters out there that probably are still going to be resting right now, probably till like the middle of the year. But like, there's fighters like Pantoja that just want to get back into it right away. I think that's the difference between someone like him and a regular ass fighter. because he's got like so many title defenses.
But here's another thing. I don't want to go back to talking about Ilya, but he knew when it was time to drop the belt and let somebody fight for the interim title. And I feel like the UFC needs more of that, especially this
But
is
he
old
didn't
news
drop
now
it
at this
because
point.
he wanted to, though. He had
To, but he knew when to drop it. John Jones, this like I said, old news, but he didn't know when to drop the belt. Obviously, the heavyweight division was in absolute turmoil the entire time he was the champion, and I mean it still is, but it's out of their control now. It's not John Jones deciding not to fight Tom Aspinall.
Yeah.
And John Jones, hey, he's my favorite fighter of all time, but it was a bad look for everybody involved.
It was. But, made Tom Aspinall look like a pussy, dude. Made him look like he didn't want to do anything.
Yeah, he made a lot of people think bad things, including myself, about Tom Aspinall during that time.
Yeah.
But I've came to learn to respect Tom Aspinall, of course. We like Tommy over here.
Yeah.
Hopefully he recovers with his eye injury.
Yeah, hopefully. I remember seeing a thing where, like, even, like, 2 months out, he still couldn't see that good out of that eye. That's crazy, bro.
Has he himself commented on if he's okay?
I don't think so. I think he's fine. He's going to come back. I think he's okay.
Yeah, because you've seen articles, I'm sure, of people saying, like, he's going to have to retire because of it, which I think is...
no way.
It's got to be bullshit, but yeah, there's if that's coming up, I feel like you have to say something for yourself. If people are talking about you retiring, that's a little crazy, but
yeah,
he hasn't said anything, so hopefully he's good.
That's a horrible injury, though. How far
nasty
finger went into his eye?
Oh man, that was fucking brutal, dude.
Yeah. I did have some fighters.
Frenchie.
I did have some fighters jotted down of how many fights they had in under a year. This past season, actually. Kevin Holland had 7 fights last year.
Yes,
if you were to talk about fighters not taking a lot of rest
time,
favorites. What is that? How many fights are you averaging there? Like, you're like getting a rest
way
time?
Too many.
Like exactly in under a year.
Yeah, way too many fights. He's out of his fucking mind for that.
I think the record was 6, and he broke it or something like that.
And I'm pretty sure he'll tell you that he's out of his fucking mind for that.
Yeah.
Like I think by his 5th fight, everyone's saying, "What are you doing?" at this point. And I think he was even questioning himself, but he was just blindly taking these fights.
Bro, he's getting that bread though. He's getting that bread.
He wasn't even winning though. That's my thing. Like he wasn't even winning these fights. In the beginning, he was doing all right.
That D-Rod fight that he had, bro, where he went down.
That was a great fight.
He should have won that fight. He should have won that fight, by the way.
It was close. Yeah. We think he won, but I think we both put money on him, so that might have been a little bit biased.
It looked like he won. It looked like he won the first and third round because I remember D-Rod was rocking him in the second one. But
shout out
Kevin
D-Rod.
Holland, yeah. But there's Kevin Holland. Merab had 5 fights, 4 title defenses, but the 5th one he lost. I'm low-key a Merab hater. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know
stupid.
why. I don't know why.
What has he done to make you upset?
I think it's because I was such a huge Sean O'Malley fan. And the fact that he did that to Sean O'Malley twice has kind of just
That's your first mistake, my friend.
Why are you with me, bro?
Why are you such a big Sean O'Malley fan?
Dude, Sean O'Malley is funny as hell, bro. Come on. You can't. Dude, I've been watching his streams sometimes too when he plays Call of Duty and he got swatted one time. It was actually funny as hell. Nah, but
swatting's always funny. Remember that.
Sugar Sean is just he's funny as hell. His brand, like the pink Lambo, like everything he does. I don't know, it's just funny as hell. Everyone was actually believing him when he was doing the no smoke and no sex for a year. He definitely was.
That was crazy.
He definitely was.
He really had. Yeah, of course he was.
I was like, no, he's not fucking for a year. He's gonna win. He's gonna win.
And then he taps out in 10 minutes.
Yeah. I had other fighters here. I had Waldo Cortez Acosta had 5 fights this past year. Honorable mention, I had Yuri as well. Yuri had like 3 fights. And all fights were like they were all like he was getting the shit beaten out of him too. And it wasn't even clarify like fast ones.
Yes, that not every fight is equal, of course. So we could say that Kevin Holland had 7 fights. But Jiri had 3 wars. Absolute fucking wars. You know? And that goes a long way, especially in the light heavyweight division. You got Alex Pereira, and the rest of it's really a huge question mark, in my opinion. And if he wants that third fight, I don't even know if that's physically
what's
possible
up with
for him.
with that division now? Like, what if like
I don't know.
it's gonna be Yuri and Ankalaev. That's probably gonna be the fight that's gonna happen. And then
Ankh
Carlos
doesn't deserve a third fight, even if it's one apiece. I don't care. The people want Jiri over Ankh.
Yeah.
Send Ankh to PFL. Just get him out of here, honestly. Yeah, that's a guy where he can respectfully fuck off.
Bro, he lost to submission to Paul Craig, bro. Last second.
Paul Craig.
Dude,
Paul Craig.
What is this guy doing last second, bro? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how he beat Alex Pereira, bro. But we're huge Alex Pereira fans. Little known lore fact. I don't want to say, well, actually, we're just going to say, if I'm gonna say where Alex Pereira's from, then people are just gonna already know where we're from. But basically Pereira's in our town, bro. We be seeing him all the time. We be saying what up to him. We dap him up. No, we
see that blue Lambo a lot. Let's just say that. Let's just say we go way back.
We go way back to the tire shop.
Let's just say that.
Yeah. All right, but that was pretty much all the fighters I had on my list. I also had a list of fighters that haven't fought a lot. Not specifically last year, but I just wrote down some fighters. John Jones, fuck John Jones. He might be retired for like 3 years.
He might just be retired.
He might be, or he might fight again. He might fight against Pereira.
We'll see what Baldy says about the White House, because that's really, it all depends on the trust that Baldy has with John Jones.
I had Tom Aspinall, but that's like medical. Like he hasn't fought in like a year since that fight.
It's also John Jones's fault that he hasn't fought in a while, so I don't put that on him.
We already talked about Arman. All right, 2 years. What are you doing, dude? Missing weight.
It's another big question mark for him. We don't know what's wrong with him.
Now here's where we get interesting. Michael Chandler hasn't fought since April, since the Paddy Pimblett fight. So,
he threw it. I mean, whatever career that guy had left, he threw it away challenging Conor McGregor. As much as I love Conor McGregor,
he's going to get that Chandler, fight. Honestly, you know what's crazy? He's getting that fight. I hope
he does. I've heard him call out Conor McGregor more than anyone should ever be able to hear that.
When he called him out WWE,
he was on Monday Night Raw calling out Conor McGregor. Like, come on, dude, you got to give him the fight after that. You're on a fake fight promoting a real fight. So let's just make it happen at this point. Whether it's in the WWE ring or an octagon, we need to see those two.
Yeah, but he hasn't fought in a while. What is a fighter other than Conor McGregor? Like, do you even see Michael Chandler coming back to the UFC if it wasn't Conor McGregor? If it wasn't for Conor McGregor maybe coming back?
I sadly think both of their careers are probably on the lower side. They're drifting away. But yeah, let them both on their last fight. I don't know that we're contracts, obviously, but yeah, dude, let them go at it, man. Let them scrap.
Did you ever think Chandler was good? By the way, was there ever a time where you're like,
oh okay, yeah, like when he turned? Hey, let's not forget when he turned Tony Ferguson into an NFT. He turned him into a baboon.
Yeah, he did.
Everybody on I don't care what anyone says. I'd say 99% of MMA fans were saying Michael Chandler might be something.
Did he come from PFL, right? My bad. I don't know game like that.
He's a Bellator fighter, if I'm not mistaken.
Shit, my bad.
The minor leagues. They all come from the minor leagues.
Another person, well, this one's actually crazy because I didn't actually was that surprised by it, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, what is this guy? Shavkat, bro. What is he doing?
Yeah,
he hasn't fought since 2024 against Ian Gary.
He may have suffered a loss in his family, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to say that for the record. But I think he's dealing with personal
recently
issues.
Though, or like, because it's been
somewhat
since 2024. Like I get it.
It's been a while.
Lost a family member. Like, all right, man. But like, you're really on top. Was he first seed right now? I think he's the number one ranked.
Yeah, he's number one.
Yeah, you're number one, and you should be getting a fight going for your family. You can get a championship. You know what I'm saying? Like you're getting there.
Do it for your loved one, man. Come on. We miss you.
Unfortunately, it's Islam.
The streets miss you, man.
Unfortunately, it's Islam, though, so there's no way he's going to be able to do that.
No, probably not.
No.
But still, come back. It'll be fun.
But 2024, I mean, I only hear good things about this guy, too. But I haven't seen him fight. Like, what's going on? Like, come on, dude.
What we've seen, I mean, obviously he's impressive, but yeah, I agree with that. We
He's
do need
pulling
to
an
see
arm
him.
on. He's pulling an arm on, bro.
Always
Definitely.
Armand who gets this. I don't. Why does he always have to get the butt of the joke?
Because he was gone for a back injury, bro. He didn't have a back injury. He was in another country calling out Ilya holding a chicken, dude, holding a rooster. Come here, Ilya.
That's
come
true.
here.
Hey, that's true.
Yeah. Let's just roll on over now. That was pretty much all the fighters I had on my list. Wasn't a lot, but it's pretty interesting. I think
Back to the Octagon, boys.
back to the Octagon, boys.
Let's get back to fighting, fellas.
What are some fights that you want to see next year, LT? What's your 2026 bucket list for fights?
This is an extremely unpopular opinion, I feel. Like, that no one would expect me to say this. I want to see Michael Venom Page get some legit ranked fights. I think he's absolutely deserved it. I love seeing that guy moonwalk in the octagon and just doing his crossovers between the legs while he's fighting. I think that's popcorn, that's cinema. Let's keep that going. Let's get him against Sean Strickland. How about that? That's my dream fight. Let's get Sean Strickland an MVP in the octagon.
Strickland hasn't fought in a while too, right? Since DDP.
Strickland, well, he's been suspended, but let's get them both in the octagon and let's see that fight. Let's see Sean Strickland's teep kick spam go up against MVP in his skilled fighting. See who wins.
That
probably
would
will go to
good.
decision.
I would like
It'll
that
probably
one
be a
too.
decision, though.
I would love to see that one too. I had some dumb ones written down, bro. I wrote some original ass ones. I put Holloway versus Charles, which is already happening. I don't know why I put that down. I do want to see Yair Rodriguez go for the title, bro. They did that man dirty, bro. But I do like Diego Lopez. I think that last fight he had with Volk.
He already had his fight with Volk. I don't like that they just ran it right back with the rematch.
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy. I did write that down. I want to see Yair fight Volkanovski. Or even Diego Lopez. The record,
or Diego Lopez. But for the record, Hunter and Dana absolutely suck at their job at picking fights.
Exactly, yeah.
The UFC should sign me and Lucas, us two right here. I think we'd be the greatest bookers of all time for the UFC.
And then we'll send out like community polls online, so then it's not just fully on us. Like we'll be like,
oh man, yeah, they would. we are for the people. Dana, if you're listening, get us on the crew.
We'll do some like Mario Batista versus Derek Lewis or something like that. Because Mario Batista we don't like.
Yeah, we're bringing back the *90s UFC where there's just no weight classes. We're just going. Yeah. We're doing whatever the fuck.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed myself. I don't have a lot of fights on here. Did you have another one? Like another one you wanted to see?
My first one in mind was MVP fighting in middleweight. Another underrated fighter to see this year for me personally. I really like Kai Asakura, and I hate the way that he's been losing. So here's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to give him a fighter to go against because of all the losses he suffered.
Though, bro. He's been losing fairly, though.
Exactly, it's very upsetting to me. So let's get him a gimme fight. I hope he gets his highlight reel knockout in the UFC so he can keep his job for a little bit longer. It would be very upsetting if he doesn't make it to his second contract. Yeah. So let's get him an easy fight. Let's get him a quick finish. Let's get these Americans reminded why he got signed and had a title fight in his first ever UFC fight. So let's just remind the people who he is.
Yeah. All right. We can kind of just get into the prospects now if you wanted to. I had a couple people written down. I don't know
probably have similar people, I would say.
Would you?
I'm gonna name some.
I'm gonna say one right now. Is Peyton Talbot a prospect?
Yes.
Okay, that's who I put Peyton Talbot on my prospect. I actually put him pretty high up.
Now, is he going to be? What are we gonna? So, if the viewers obviously don't know what we're talking about yet, so I'll explain it. We're just gonna be for this segment. We're gonna name prospects, and we're basically just gonna give our opinion if they have championship contention future, if they can be a future champion, whatever. We're gonna discuss that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off with Peyton Talbot, Frank Ocean's boyfriend.
Yes.
We don't judge here. We don't judge.
So
You think he can win
Peyton
the
Talbot?
bantamweight championship?
Peyton Talbot against Peter Yan right now? I don't know. He's got the height. He's got the reach. He's got the ground game. He didn't have good ground game against that Brazilian dude he lost to when he was minus 1,800. You remember that?
Rayoni Barcelos.
Barcelos, bro. He was minus 1,800 against him and lost that fight.
Yeah, never forget how much hatred was spewed that night towards Peyton Talbot.
Yeah.
After we lost all that money.
But then other than that fight, you look at his other fights, you're like, oh shit, this kid's really nice. Like you see we haven't seen his knockout power in a little bit. Like that's what really gave him.
It's been a while.
That's really what gave him his rise to fame was that knockout power, and we haven't seen it yet. But honestly, I do see, like seeing the people on this list, I can see him beating Mario Batista. I can see him beating Chito Vera, Davison Figueiredo, maybe.
Yeah. Iggy's on the decline.
Would you put where would you him or Corey Sandhagen? Who would you put over Peyton Talbot?
I mean,
Corey
in a few
Sandhagen
years,
just got a title shot.
I'm gonna say in a few years, not right now. I got to see more fights from Talbot. Obviously, back-to-back wins, both decisions. Let's get some more finishes for Talbot before he goes against somebody like Corey Sandhagen. But
well, he's just fought. Brain farting.
Triple C.
He
just fought Triple
Henry
C.
Cejudo.
Which was
Retired
a very
him.
embarrassing display. Yeah, that was Triple C looked absolutely disgusting in that fight.
You saw him,
which is why I don't know.
On his knees, he's like, did I do it for you? Like, is he good
yeah,
enough?
he's begging Dana for his job.
Can I get
he
the
had
bonus?
To retire.
Can I get the bonus?
Dana
Is
nodded.
that good?
Dana put his thumb down like Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator. He was ready to put him down right in the octagon. He wasn't even waiting for him to take his gloves off.
No, he wasn't.
he wanted him out immediately.
Yeah, but I had Peyton Talbot up there at prospects.
Fight against Sandhagen would be excellent, I think, but maybe not right now. But that is a very good matchup to make in the future, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll pick one now. I think this is a very easy one. I think Michael Morales is going to be a future champion.
I didn't want to put him there because I thought he was already that nice. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, he's 19-0. His only problem is that he dresses like a girl sometimes, but I'm not going to be the one to call him out for that because he beat the shit out of me.
That's what I'm saying. He
can do that, man.
Can you? Oh my god! I just saw that.
No, he actually can. What are we gonna do?
You can't say anything about it. You can be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, what? And he's just like, punch you in the face.
Yeah, he's what the fuck you just say? Yeah,
that's exactly what he's gonna do.
I'm not saying anything to him. You do you, bro.
Yeah.
You'll
that's
be a
actually
champion.
Another great prospect. I wrote down. I don't know. I'm sorry if I butcher his first name, but Malkaizel Costa. He's pretty new. He just had that crazy head kick KO in the last fight night. He's the guy with the pink hair. He was like, I think he was like fourth.
Okay. Yes.
I think you were saying, did he come up from Dana White Contender Series? I need to get put onto that because
yes, you
do. I gotta watch.
I have a few fighters. I do have a few fighters I can name from this year's Contender Series. I think Josh Hokett specifically.
That dude, that be moving his titties. He grabs his nipples.
Steven Asplund, I think his name is.
Yeah. He was pretty good, too. He was pretty good.
Excellent season of Contender Series. If any viewers haven't seen it, please watch it. I believe it's on ESPN. You can rewatch it. Some crazy fights this season. Great stuff, man. You should all absolutely watch that. That's the guy, this pink-haired guy, he has the discolorizations on his body.
Yeah.
Yeah, great fighter. I don't know if he has championship future.
I think they already gave him another
very
fight
entertaining
too. I think
should.
He's fighting Dan Ige already. They already scheduled him against Dan Ige.
And there you go. Like we said earlier, that's a gatekeeper fighter. That's somebody that the young people will fight to see if they're legit.
Dominic Reyes is another gatekeeper fighter.
Yeah, well, did he retire? Is he still fighting?
I know he got slumped his last fight.
Yeah, he got murdered, and I think he might have finally retired. I don't know if that's the truth though.
There was such a high trial. I was like, no way, Dominic Reyes is back. He's gonna come.
I remember that. He had that weird clinch elbow knockout, and everyone thought he was back.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
All right, so I got one more interesting prospect. That's Bo Nickel. What do you think Bo Nickel's future is in the UFC? Where does it end up for him?
I mean, dude, you can talk all you want about him, but he lost to Reiner de Ritter, bro. The
He
guy that
did, but
gave up in a fight again. Like, I mean, come on.
gave up on the stool.
He gave up on the stool, bro. And
That
that's
shit
Bo
happened.
Nickel. That's a D1 wrestler. He's a wrestling champion, actually, isn't he?
State,
US
yeah, he was a national champion with Penn State.
And you're going to lose to somebody that gets tired and gives up on the stool? I mean, that's unbelievable. I mean, hey, you could do great in other leagues, but I feel like the UFC is not for Bo Nickel, if I'm going to be honest, bro. It's just
You didn't
not.
like that head kick victory
No,
against
okay.
Rodolfo?
I can say the same thing about Michael Chandler and Tony Ferguson, bro. That head kick KO, bro.
Michael Chandler's problem, I know we already talked about him, but he came into the UFC way too late. We saw his prime in his first 2 fights.
And it was done.
Bo Nickel is an interesting one for me. If he develops a stand-up game, which we've been slowly seeing, the sky might be the limit for him. But like I said, I'm not gonna speculate yet. We got to see more.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much. I'm not gonna lie. That's all I had for prospects, dude. Did you have any?
Those are the ones that caught my eye.
Yeah, the ones that caught my eye too.
So good stuff overall from the Young Bucks this year that I've seen. Yeah, next year should be fun. Next year should be a lot of fun.
Dude, we covered everything we needed to cover, bro. We're chilling now, bro.
Yeah, I think that that about does it. We'll be we have some fight predictions coming up in the next episode.
Stand your base. You gotta say it with the accent. You gotta say the stand your base.
Stand your base. Stand your base, mate.
Yeah, hell yeah. Bro, I'm excited to do these videos, bro. Because we're gonna do what? Fight predictions. We're gonna have a camera
UFC 324 fight predictions. We got that coming up. We'll probably do live reactions. Post that up on the YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah, lots coming. I hope you enjoyed our first video.
If things go crazier, I wouldn't mind doing live streams either. Because I'd be seeing people do live streams all the time, talking to their chat, talking some UFC.
If you guys keep watching and keep commenting, we will be there.
Yeah, man. I mean, anything you want to say before we end it right here, bro? Anything? Honestly, anything. Like, talk about what you ordered today.
I had Chili's today. Actually, I had the.
That's this.
I had
the triple dipper.
No triple dipper. Just I had a mushroom Swiss burger, and it was kind of mediocre. I can't lie. I remember now why I don't like Chili's. Chain restaurants are kind of shit. Like, I don't know. There's no reason to ever go to like an Applebee's or a Chili's when you have like actual restaurants near you. But every once in a while you got to check in though.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck chain restaurants. Fuck John Jones. Sorry.
And BJ Penn, get yourself a gun and protect yourself.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
and get yourself a triple dipper, BJ Penn. Maybe that's what you need.